everybody was wondering what was going to happen with the Celebration Bowl as far as the date goes. With the
Mm-hmm.
Celebration Bowl, so now we know it will be moved up to December 14th. That Saturday, which means once again the Celebration Bowl will open the college bowl season. Will be the first bowl of the bowl season. With the college football playoff beginning the following week, the week of the 21st. That's a big NFL weekend. That's when NFL starts playing on Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Great move there by John Grant and the people of the Cricket Celebration Bowl to decide to move their event up a week. And to my knowledge, there is only one other college football game that they will be competing against at that point in time, and that will be the Army Navy game. And if you know anything about the Army Navy game, that game normally comes on mid afternoon on that particular Saturday. So the Cricket Celebration Bowl should be solo in its time slot when it comes to football, especially college football.
And I think um, for the Celebration Bowl to kind of have the national stage to itself for that particular day, uh, I think that's awesome. So that's a good move to kind of allow that game to shine on its own, where you don't have to worry about excuse me, people flipping back and forth and trying to split eyeballs and things of that nature. And by moving it to that time slot in that day, you kind of have the lay of the land to yourself, so to speak.
Yeah. Now, what are some of the downfalls of this date, moving it up to December 14th? Well, first of all, instead of having 2 weeks between the SWAC championship game and the Celebration Bowl, that has been cut in half down to 1 week. So not necessarily for the players. I don't think it's going to affect the players or the coaching because those coaches are already have two game plans going for. If you're in the SWAC, same thing if you're in the MEAC, they're already planning for the two opponents that are going to be in the SWAC championship game. It cuts down on that for everybody not named Southern, Grambling State, or Alabama State. Everybody else already has a bye the week going into the SWAC championship game.
Hmm. Hmm.
Then under the old format, so you would play bye week, championship game, bye week, celebration bowl. You know, maybe that was one of the factors in why the MEAC was dominating because they couldn't get a rhythm. But then again, the MEAC had 4 weeks off. Now the MEAC only has 3 weeks off. So, that's one thing. And the other thing is it pushes us further away from Christmas. So that if they would have played this the 21st, which is their following Saturday when the traditional Saturday, because it's always been the third Saturday in December. Hell,
Hmm.
if that's 21st, 4 days later is Christmas.
Yep.
You might have had some fans who would have had some second thoughts about traveling because I got to buy Johnny Christmas gifts. Got to make sure he's got those Christmas gifts 2 days later. And moving it to after Christmas, given the dynamics of our university, just did not make sense because who's going to keep
At all.
those kids around? Who's going to feed them, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So, I think it's going to be a win-win for everybody. And like G Boom said, he thinks this is going to happen again in 2025 because of the quirk in the calendar where there's an extra Saturday in the calendar in 24 and 25. So this would probably happen again in 2025
Hmm.
before they put back to the third Saturday where you've got a full Saturday before you get to Christmas, not where it's butting up against Christmas.
Yes, sir. Said I you laid it out, and I really agree with everything that you laid out. Because, like I said, moving, you don't have to compete really with any other games, and now you're not competing with Christmas and all of those things that go along with it. So you can have a fan base or that's going to be paying attention to that game. That's not worried about, like I said, getting little Billy the PlayStation or the Kobe's or the Jordans or whatever it is that's going to be the hot item come this season, and they can just come out and see some good football that's going to be played.
Yeah,
Now,
and also G Boom brought up a point. I thought I mentioned it, but I'll go over it again. That weekend, that third weekend, is the opening round on campus sites for the new FBS playoff schedule. So once again, you would have been competing for eyeballs. You would have been competing for fans had they kept it on that third Saturday.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and implore everybody to either attend or watch the game, so we can so the Celebration Bowl can put up some massive numbers. Uh, Definitely, if you're able to, go check it out. But if not, definitely tune in. I can promise you won't be disappointed. I even had my wife watching it the past couple years, and she has been into it. So
Well, I would hope that she would be into it, man. So I would hope that she would. And
we
the
will.
last story I want to get. Oh, go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead on this because the last story pivots totally away from the Celebration Bowl.
Oh no, I was just gonna say. I think one year we was riding back up here to Tennessee, so I had it mounted in the car. You can't watch the game and drive, so she was like the third play by play because she got to tell me what's going on, so I can drive and not start watching the game. So, yeah, I'm gonna have her watching the 2024 and the 2025 version. She's gonna be right there with me.
There you go.